The camera opens on the Atlantic. Waves crash against black volcanic rock, the sky bruised with twilight. A small island, Madeira, rests quietly in the middle of endless blue. And there, among narrow streets and crumbling homes, a boy chases a ball made of rags. His name is Cristiano. The world doesn't know him yet. He's just a child running barefoot down steep alleys, his laughter echoing off the sea. But in his chest, something burns. A dream. A hunger too loud for an island too small. His father, Jose, works long hours at the local club, cleaning locker rooms, mending torn jerseys. His mother cooks, prays, and counts coins that never stretch far enough. The house is humble. The meals are simple. But the boy, he dreams in colors too bright for poverty. At night, when the lights go out, he sneaks outside. The streets are silent. The wind from the ocean carries the salt of the waves and the whisper of something bigger. A flickering street light becomes his sun. The ball, his heartbeat. He trains alone, every kick echoing into the dark. Every miss hurts. Every goal means everything. His mother watches from the window, torn between love and fear. He's too young, she whispers. He's too fragile. But the boy never listens. He trains until sweat mixes with tears. Until exhaustion becomes his friend. Until pain feels like purpose. Madeira could not hold him. He was meant for something greater. So, at 12 years old, he leaves home for Lisbon, an island boy stepping into a city that doesn't wait for anyone. The bus pulls away. His mother waves until her hand trembles. He watches her fade through the glass, his chest tightening. The sea disappears behind him. Ahead, uncertainty. Lisbon is loud. Cold. Unforgiving. He's just a kid, hundreds of miles from home, sleeping in a small dorm, missing family, missing love. The other boys laugh at his accent, at his clothes, at his tears. But he endures it all. Because pain doesn't break him, it builds him. He skips meals to train longer. He stays up after lights out, doing push-ups on the floor until his arms tremble. When coaches tell him he's too thin, he trains harder. When players push him down, he gets up faster. Every insult becomes fuel. Every failure, an invitation. And one night, under a pale Lisbon sky, he looks up and promises himself. One day, they'll know my name. No spotlight. No cameras. Just a boy and a dream too stubborn to die. That night, Madeira's sun becomes something else. A storm in the making. The lights of Lisbon shimmer in the distance, but Cristiano's focus burns brighter. He's no longer just a hopeful kid, he's a weapon being forged. Each match sharpens him. Each failure hardens him. And one night, at just 17, his performance against Manchester United becomes legend. He dances with the ball like it belongs to him, Stipovas slicing through defenders, the crowd rising with every touch. On the other side of the pitch, Sir Alex Ferguson watches in silence, eyes narrowing. He's seen many prodigies, but never a fire like this. Days later, the call comes. Cristiano is leaving Portugal. He's heading to Manchester. The plane lands under grey English skies. Rain, cold, and a stadium that feels like a cathedral. Old Trafford. A fortress of champions. And inside, an 18-year-old boy with gelled hair, trembling hands, and dreams that could drown a city. He walks through the tunnel for the first time, boots echoing on concrete. The roar of the fans hits him like a storm. The lights are blinding. This is no island. This is the world stage. At first, it's chaos. He doesn't speak the language. He doesn't understand the jokes. His flashy moves make veterans roll their eyes. He's too skinny, too selfish, too foreign. The tabloids mock his hair, his Stipovas, his tears. But Cristiano doesn't see insult, he sees fuel. When others rest, he trains. When others laugh, he runs. When the stadium sleeps, he's out on the pitch, practicing free kicks until the moon fades. Wind, rain, blood on his socks, nothing stops him. Every day, he becomes sharper, faster, hungrier. His teammates start to notice. His first to arrive, last to leave. His eyes, focused, relentless. Like a soldier marching toward something invisible. Sir Alex becomes a father figure, tough, demanding, but believing. He doesn't pamper the boy, he polishes the diamond. The transformation is brutal. He learns discipline, power, control. The showboat becomes a machine. And then, the breakthrough. 2004 FA Cup Final. Manchester United vs Millwall. A free kick. A breath. A moment. Cristiano strikes. The ball curls, slicing through air, Perfect, beautiful, unstoppable. The net shakes. The crowd explodes. That night, the boy becomes a name. Ronaldo. From then, it's a blur of evolution. Goals that defy logic. Speed that tears defenses apart. Each match, he grows, leaner, stronger, more ruthless. He wins his first Premier League title. Then another. And then the greatest prize of all, the Champions League. Moscow, 2008. Rain pours down on the final. Ronaldo scores, majestic header, the kind that seems to defy gravity itself. For a moment, he's on top of the world. Then, he misses a penalty in the shootout. He drops to his knees, eyes filled with agony. The storm of emotion crashes through him. But United win. And Sir Alex walks up, places a hand on his head, and says nothing. Because words aren't needed. The kid has become a man. That night, under Moscow's rain, Cristiano realizes something. He's achieved what millions dream of, but inside, he feels empty. Because the fire isn't satisfied. It never will be. He wants more. More goals. More glory. More greatness. Real Madrid calls. The biggest club in the world. The weight of 100 years of legends. He doesn't hesitate. And when he boards that plane, leaving Manchester behind, he doesn't look back. Because he knows. The real story has just begun. Madrid. A city of history, pride, and impossible expectations. When Cristiano steps into the Santiago Bernabeu, he steps into a cathedral where only gods are remembered. Cameras flash like lightning. 80,000 fans chant his name. He looks up at the sky, the same boy from Madeira, and whispers to himself, "I'm not done yet." The price tag is a world record. 94 million euros. The headlines call him arrogant, overpaid, overrated. He smiles. Because they don't understand, he was never chasing approval. He was chasing perfection. Training begins. The sun rises over Valdebebas, and Ronaldo's already there, sprinting alone. While others stretch, he runs drills until his lungs ache. While others head home, he's still striking free kicks long after dusk. The ground beneath his boots becomes sacred, soaked with sweat, dreams, and defiance. Then comes the rivalry. Messi, quiet, graceful, unstoppable. Two men rewriting football in real time. One, effortless genius. The other, a machine built through pain. The world divides, Messi or Ronaldo. But Cristiano never answers. He doesn't need to. He lets the numbers speak. He lets the goals scream. The Bernabeu becomes his kingdom. Each match a battle. Each goal, a declaration of war against doubt. Hat-tricks become routine. Records fall like autumn leaves. The white jersey fits him like armor. When he scores, he spreads his arms wide, not as celebration, but as conquest. The stadium roars, "See you!" And for a moment, time itself kneels. But greatness is never peaceful. Behind the glamour lies the cost. Endless pressure. Endless scrutiny. Injuries, betrayals, sacrifices invisible to cameras. He plays through pain. Through whispers. Through loneliness. He misses birthdays. He misses life. All for 90 minutes of glory. Still, he rises. 2014, Lisbon. Champions League Final. Real Madrid vs Atletico. Extra time. Exhaustion. Desperation. And then, victory. La Decima. The 10th Champions League. He drops to his knees, screaming toward the sky, tears mixing with sweat. It's not joy, it's release. Every ounce of pain, every lonely night, every doubt, answered in that one moment. Then again. 2016, another final. Another triumph. Penalties against Atletico once more. Ronaldo steps up for the last kick. His heartbeat is thunder. The world holds its breath. He scores. He rips off his shirt, muscles carved like marble, veins pulsing with destiny. That image, the scream, the raw emotion, becomes immortal. It's not arrogance. It's everything he endured, exploding in one breath. But even kings grow restless. Even legends feel unappreciated. Despite records shattered, trophies lifted, and history rewritten, critics still find shadows. The media doubts him. The club politics shift. And Ronaldo, the man who gave Madrid a dynasty, feels the cracks beneath the crown. He looks around one night after another victory. The stadium's empty, lights dimming. He sits alone on the bench, breathing in silence. And he realizes something. The kingdom he built no longer feels like home. The headlines say transfer rumors. But the truth runs deeper. Sometimes, the price of greatness is isolation. Sometimes, you must leave even the throne to find yourself again. So he leaves Madrid. The city of white. The empire of applause. He walks away not as a player, but as a myth. The cheers have followed him across continents. From Madeira's narrow streets, to Manchester's rain, to Madrid's white walls. Now, new skies. Turin. Juventus. A new challenge. A new beginning at an age when most fade into memory. But Cristiano is not most. He lands in Italy with the same look he had as a boy, eyes sharp, jaw set, heart restless. They said he came for money. For comfort. They were wrong. He came for the fight. For the proof that greatness isn't measured in youth, but in endurance. He trains as if time is his enemy. Every rep, every sprint. Every strike. He moves like a man chasing ghosts, not rivals, not fame, but his own shadow. The one that whispers, "You're slowing down." And he answers, "Not yet." Turin falls in love. He scores goals that defy logic, leaps higher than defenders half his age, bends time itself for 90 minutes every weekend. But even here, even with all his won, the critics still come. They always do. And he smiles. Because doubt has always been his oldest friend. Then, Portugal. The Euro 2016 final. France. A nation holds its breath. 17th minute, he goes down. Injury. Pain. Tears on the grass. He's carried off, eyes burning not from pain, but helplessness. On the sideline, he becomes something else. No longer the player. The leader. The voice. He stands beside his coach, shouting, urging, pushing. When the final whistle blows, Portugal are champions. The boy from the island has given his country its first major trophy. He collapses to the ground. Crying. Smiling. Praying. The circle feels complete, yet somehow, the fire still burns. Then, one more leap. Saudi Arabia. Al Nasser. A new world, a new horizon, and the same relentless heart. People question him again. But Cristiano never plays for the noise. He plays for the silence, the quiet moments when he looks in the mirror before a match, hands trembling slightly with age, eyes unbroken with purpose. He whispers, "Still me." Even now, long after the prime, he runs harder than those half his age. Even now, he wakes before dawn, eats with precision, trains until his muscles ache. Because to him, greatness was never about records. It was about respect, for the game, for the grind, for the gift. When he steps onto the pitch today, he carries the ghosts of every era with him. The boy who kicked rags in Madeira. The teen who cried in Lisbon. The champion who conquered Manchester. The king who ruled Madrid. The man who refused to stop. And as the world watches, debating who's the greatest, Ronaldo doesn't argue. He just plays. Because true greatness doesn't need words. It breathes. It moves. It endures. In the quiet moments, when the stadium empties and lights go out, he sometimes stands alone on the pitch. He looks up at the night sky. Somewhere out there, a million kids are watching him, dreaming because of him. He knows that feeling, he was that feeling. And maybe that's the legacy. Not the goals. Not the trophies. Not even the name. But the belief he gave the world. That you can come from nothing, and still become everything. That no one decides your limits but you. The camera fades to black. A slow heartbeat echoes, steady, powerful. Then a voice, calm, proud, eternal. I am Cristiano Ronaldo. I am not perfect. I am not lucky. I am proof that obsession becomes destiny. The stadium lights flicker. A final image, him walking away, head high, jersey glistening under gold light, fading into the tunnel. Not as a player. Not even as a man. But as something more. A legend. A symbol. A name that time itself will whisper. GOAT.